Well, my printer is still working on my files from my new planner. I thought it will be a nice thing to show you how I print my pages out. So what I did, for example, for my January, then I click on first on January, and oh, now I really need my other hand, but I can't. But let's see how I can manage. I really can't. I need another hand. So let's see. But anyway, I click on one item and then on another item, and for this matter I want these two. How will I do that? So I paused it. I need my two hands and I hold my camera in one hand. So what I did is I select these two. First I click on January and then I click on a note, and then I will do my right mouse and then I click on print. You see is in Dutch, afdrukken, but I click there on, and then I get automatically this program. And I don't know if your PC have the same one, but mine is. And I click then on these two, and then I have these two white to each other. And you have to be sure that your month is on the white position. Then you have your page on the white side, because you're going to fold these two. So this is on the left side and this is on the white side. Yeah, and then I click on here. That's made my image a little smaller. I hope you can see that, how I did it. So I click, you see, now it's a little larger and now it's a little smaller. And that is for me the perfect size. When I fold these two, this page, I fold this in two, then I have my perfect size for my bind system, ring bind system, for my planner. So this is how I print all my pages. So that now I don't have to print this, but that's why I want to show you. And for my weekly base, my weekly prints, I click on first this one, then this one. So this is the first page, so I can decorate it with the Graphic 45 papers, and then this is on the left side. Then I print the white side, so I click on this one and this one, and this page I need 3 times, so because a month has 4 weeks. And then at the end, so I will need 5 pages, at the end I will click on first this one and, for example, this one. So I have on the back this list. So that's how I did it, and I hope that makes sense. But I know I get the questions. I know I have to start with the tutorial yet, but I think while I'm doing it, perhaps it will be nice to see how I did it. And the link I showed you for the kit, I use this kit, and it's a free printable and it's really awesome. That's this one, and you get everything with the flowers. You get, oh, that is also very small. You got all these with the nice things on. You can use anything. You see, these are the notes, but you get with the flowers. And I really like that, the flowers, but I erased my flowers, so now I have none flowers on, because I am going to use a Graphic 45 and that is flowery enough. So that is how I manage. So let me see how I can show you how I delete the flowers. So what I did is I click, for example, on this calendar. Then I go to the right mouse and I am going to open it with my program Paint. So I am opening it, and then I see this. So then what I do is I select on top here, select, and then I just go in what I don't want to use. And then I click on cut, and then it's gone. And now you see here just a little piece, and then I just click on my eraser like this, and then you get this piece, and then I just go over this, and then I don't see anything. So one more time, click on select, and then I will just move my camera with me. Then I just go in, and the right side you don't go to the 2018. You select your flower, you cut it, and then you see that I have something missed. So I click on my eraser and I do anything else go away. Like that. So now I have erased my flower, and then I just click on my file on top here and I do storage, and I rename it. Mostly I use just a number, call it 88, and then store, save. And then if I go back, let's see, if I go back, let's see where it is. I think in my personal, where it is, check, 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 check. I have it somewhere, but can't see it right away. But anyway, let's see. Oh my gosh, I really go into my Victoria designs. Where is my, oh here it is. So now you have, let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. Oh, here's my new map. Here is it. Yeah, here it is. Here they are both the same. So I did it already, but now I just show you that my flowers are gone. So that is why I was telling you. So yeah, I don't know if each program is the same, but I use Windows 10, I believe. And well, this is on my PC, and I believe they are very normal programs. So yeah, I hope you can do it, and you can do it same with me. So yeah, stay tuned for the tutorial. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I did is printed out, of course, all these papers. And so the first thing I'm going to do is fold these. Let's make it the first one. Let's fold this in half. And let's see how this turns out. This turns out just perfect. So the size of the length, I do not do anything about it. So that is perfect. So if I make more of these, so let's assume that this is, yeah, this is December, and then of course you have November, and so on and on, of course. So I just make a few so you can see. So this is how I do it. So this was, let's assume that this is January, November, December. So this will go in here, and then I make my holes on this side, and when I flip over I have a page with notes, and then the next month begins. And you get also, let's see, I also have made weekly like this. So it's really a matter of, oh, this I did not see. This I can't see. White on white, and then try to make a nice fold line. That is not. Let's make this real quick so I can show you what the meaning is, and I really don't know if I have enough space for it, but let's try, because okay, this is going to be a planner, but not any planner, of course, using Graphic 45. No, 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 no. Not the Scrap Queen is not using just these papers. No way. Of course, I want to do something more in it, like perhaps a nice clear pocket so you can store your washi tape in, or make a nice pocket to store also nice things in. Okay, so this is the front. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've got it. I've got it. Yes, I've got it. And this was the last one. Okay, so I printed out these 5 sheets, and that is supposed to be 1 week. You see, this is the weekly plan, and if you go through this, you see this is the first week, and then the second, and the third, and the fourth, and at the last I have also a note. So suppose you have your December month, so you put this on in your planner. So you have December, you can plan on the month, and if you wish you can put the 4 weeks in it. These are the 4 weeks, and then you get the next month, December, and then this can go on and on and on. So yeah, let's go play with it. And yeah, I just, like you see, I printed out here the notes, and on this piece I printed out the to-do list. So it's not all the same, so you really got to focus what you want in your planner. But let's first decide which size everything goes, and then we can do as much in as we want. Okay, so that put away. Let's put this also away for just a moment. So we have our base. I just grabbed this piece. This is going to be in the front of the page. So I fold this in half, and that is 1 page. So later on we are going to attach those 2 papers, and we don't have to glue this together. You can if you want, but that's not necessary. You can. Perhaps I will, perhaps I don't. I really don't know yet, but for now I just want to say that we are going to attach the paper from Graphic 45 on this side, so it gives a nice look. Yeah, perhaps we can use the same one each side, so you can see on the side which color. Ah, that's an option. I'm just brainwashing. Let's plan this together with me. So this is going to be in the planner, and we are going to make a, how you call that, a mole, where the holes are perfect going to be in, and then we can put them each time same in. But yeah, I think that is first to be made, and then I can measure how wide my chipboard is going to be. So yeah, let's do that first. So let's grab a piece of white. Let's see. Let's see. I just grabbed a, what color is this? A salmon piece. That was the closest by I can get. So we fold this in half, same as my other pieces. So this should be the same. Yes, it is. Okay, and now I am going to line this up at the same height and think this it is. And then I am going to make a mark on each ring. Okay, that will do it. And then, yeah, we need to make some holes. But I really want to make these straight, so let's see. Let's make a good one, because we are going to use this on each page, so it has to be perfect. I still hope I am straight, but I hope my ruler helps me doing this. Okay, so this is straight. Okay, then I think I will use my big crocodile, because I am going to use later on a few layers on top. So then this will be a perfect fit to do. So let's see, we can line this up, and I don't want to be that far off, so I think I am going to line it up just well, how much is it? How much is it? We don't, I think 1 centimeter is enough, and that's a small ½ inch. So I will line this up, and I will put my first hole in it. And the second one. And the third one. Okay, this should do it. Let's try it out. Okay, let's try it out. Really, my tennis arm is still not good, so I'm not that strong. But let's work with me. Oh my gosh. Oh, easy peasy. Yep. And I think this is too wide. I think it can be closer. What do you think? I think it can. It can be closer. Let's see. Yeah, I want this to be closer. This is too far from the edge. So, yeah. Yep. So now, Louise, I am just going to make on the other side. Just line this up, and like I was saying, I am just trying it out, and I'm just so glad you all are with me. I am not perfect, and I don't want to be perfect, and sometimes I do try it first out, but sometimes I just go with the flow and see what happens. Okay, now I am going to put this on this side and put this paper away, and this time I am definitely going to make it smaller. I think just the silver plate is perhaps wide enough. So, oh yeah, definitely, that is wide enough. So I'm just going to use my silver plate as a guideline, because this is really not getting stick at all. You see, this is how you can, why is this so lumpy? Please stay focused. Yeah, this will do it. This will do the trick. Okay. This definitely is going to be way better. Let's see, let's check it out. Check it out. Hello. Yep, here it is. Yay, this is better. This is not too wide and not too close. This is perfect. Yep, like it. Okay, so how far am I now? I think, and if I watch in the middle of my hole, I am about 7.5 millimeters. And that is in inches. Let's say, yeah, 3/8. Yeah, 3/8 inch. That will do it. That's wide enough. Okay, so that is step 1. So if I want this to be made, now I just line this on top, and I just, well, I can make just the middle, but let's make a little hole. And then these are my marks, and I see that here is just a little, but no big deal. We have to do with it, so let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. So I marked my rounds, and I'm just going to see where my drawing circles are, and that is that. So actually my guiding is now not necessary because we are getting it. So yeah, I like it. So cool. Yep, this is good. Well, this one is a little this should be a little off, so I have to take a better look, but okay. So when we have this in, now I can make the measurements. When we have this in, I definitely want to have some place on the right side if I want to put some dividers on, the tabs for something you want to search in. So I definitely want something more on this edge. So what I am going to do is, let's see, this ring is also getting on the right side of the cover, not in the middle, no, it's going to be on the right side. So assume that I will stay away for, let's say, how much? Oh, let's say 1 centimeter away from the spine. It should be a little shorter, but I don't care if I have a few millimeters left on the right side. So this is 17, including my extra centimeter from the spine. So I will make it, definitely making it 19. So I can put a divider, a tab on this side. So I want to make it 19. So grab a piece and put it down, 19. And I also make it in inches. I think it's 7.5, but 19 is, yep, 7.5. 7.5 inch. So yeah, that should be about the same size. Okay, so that is how wide my chipboard needs. And for the length I choose, let's see, just a little over, I think. Yeah, not too much, well, half. I think 23.5 will be doing it, so 23.5, that's in centimeters. And for the inches, well, I give you the perfect measurements later on, but I am guessing it's 9/3/8. 9/3/8 inch. But I will give you the correct measurements for the inches and centimeters. And then the thickness of our album should be the thickness of this this ring band. And we are definitely going to make it, of course, a little thicker, but not too thick. So let's see, this stays on the ground for at least 3, but I want to make it a little thicker, so I think 3.5 should do it. I think, yeah, I'm going to check it, but I think 3.5, 3 or 3.5 centimeters, but I give you the right measurements in inches. So I think that is for, in inches, I think it's 1/3/8. Something like that. I think 1/4. No, 1/3/8. But I will check, I will check if I am correctly with my measurements. And I'm just doing this out of my head, so. Okay, let's cut some chipboard and I will get back to you. Okay, I promised you my measurements for my chipboard, and that is, stay focused, it's 19 by 23.5 centimeters, and we need double. Okay, so 2 of course. And then in inches it's 7.5 by 9/2 inch, and of course also double. And then for the spine, I made at 3.5 by 23.5 centimeters, and in inches it's 1.5 by 9/2 inch. Okay, and that will do it. That, I believe, is big enough to make a nice planner of it. So yeah, this will stay on here, and then this goes up. I'll still have enough place to put something nice on the inside of our planner, so we can make a nice active page with lots and lots of tags and pockets and whatever we going to make it thicker with. So yeah, so let's make the cover. And let's see. Let's see how I'm going to do this. I think I am going to use some white tape instead of duct tape this time. Yeah, so I will grab it. Just wait for a second. So let's make the cover, and with our chipboard, and I like to use this material that comes on a roll. And I always like to use this, or just tape, duct tape, or even sport tape is going to be useful. So I just like using this material for my cover. So let's peel this off and let's make that open. And you can find this stuff, yeah, on so many occasions, like in hobby stores, or yeah, you can find it. I bet you do. If I can find it, you can find it. But I can't tell you any link or website where to get this, because I just look in every store where I get it, and when I see they have it, I just buy. Mostly if the price is good, I just buy them all. Mostly they are 1 or 2 euros, so nothing more to spend, but it's really nice to use. So I leave this just 2-3 millimeters wide. This, then you get a nice gap between the spine and the cover. Now this is really short. Really, I could arrange my roll of tape this way, but I think that was very yeah, how you call it? It's not so what is the word? For me this is just enough to use, so I do it. I think it's not necessary, but just in case I put some extra tape on, because this is really short, but not too short. We can manage. So first I am going to cut the corners, and I just stay away at least, well, a small 2 millimeters away from the corner. Let's say, and I showed you many times, so, but I still keep filming this for just the new subscribers. But for those who follow me longer than today, then just skip this. Okay, so now it's time that we are going to lean this over, and I always start in the middle and I just go over the edge and not just fully place my foley down, just only the edge. And when I'm satisfied, I go with my hand over it, and then I grab my bone folder and I make sure that my tape is really good attached to the chipboard. Okay, and let's do this way. Same. Like this, all the way around. Nice and tidy. This is also a little short, but we can manage. Yes, we can. And if I am satisfied, I just go and make sure that my tape is good attached to the chipboard. Okay, now we can go to and peel this side off. Go to the other way. There we go. Now you can see I just bent this a little to the inside, where I just cut out my 2 millimeters. I stayed away from the edge. So the same thing I do, I bend it over the edge so it will be nice and tight, and then I just use my bone folder to make sure that the tape will attach everything. So again, make sure that this 2 millimeters is nicely folded in, and use your bone folder or your nail, whatever you have, whatever you're feeling comfortable with, and then just slide this over and use your bone folder to clear out all the bubbles. Then I turn this over and I make sure that the whole tape is attached really good to the chipboard, especially at the corners. Just make sure that you are going everywhere. Go to your spine, just turn it over. And I just love using this tape. This is quickly, handy, and I think this looks amazing. And there we have our base. So yeah, how easy was that? Simple and easy, and it looks like a board book. Okay, step 2. Then the next step is putting black paper on the inside, or any color of course that you want, but I am a black person, so I like to use black. I always feel on certain papers that black is just really popping up. So I will use some extra glue. Oh, and before I forgot, I always put some extra tape on the inside of the spine, because there I really want that the paper is attached really good. So almost forgot. Okay. Yay! Back to the glue. Back to the glue. Because I really want that this stays where it's supposed to be. Okay. So glue this in. Make a nice small black edge. There we go. Grab the other piece. I really use for bigger parts, I just use my regular glue instead of the nice art glitter glue, but otherwise I think it's it's not necessary to use for the bigger pieces paper that fancy nice glue. So okay, just really make sure that your glue is attaching everywhere. Especially on the spine. And then you just see where your opening was from the spine, and then you just fold this, and then that's the first one, and then go the same way on the second one, bend it, and that's it. That's it. Okay, so the inside is also ready. Let's see. I am brainstorming here. What is the wise thing to do? I think the wise thing is that we put this in and then do the outside cover. Because if we do first the outside cover, then this little thing will be shown, and I think we do not want that. So yeah, I think we just go first this in. But if we do, then it will be difficult to do the outside, but it's not impossible. So let's see. I am going to line this up. And I want this to be straight, so let's see how we can manage. Make some place. Let's see. This is going to be, yeah, this is the middle. Yeah, and then just move it just a little closer to the spine. Not too close, but I think this will do. And then make a mark, and that should be doing it. Let's give it a try. Let's see, I'm hoping that I'm not in the way. Yep, okay, let's make, well, a small hole will do. So let's put the other way. That's one. And that is two. Now, fingers crossed that it will be okay. I never put something like this in, so it's really all new to me. Let's see, perhaps it's, I hope my hole is wide enough. Oh my gosh, I don't want this to wiggle too much, so perhaps with this one I make it, yeah, a little, a little wider, so it will fit. Okay, well, just a little. I don't think that if we did this afterwards that it will be ugly. Oh, I really don't. What do you think? It's really not ugly. I think I will first do the outside, and then this is going to be, this is not ugly, because if I am going to put this on, then it will be ugly. Yep. That is what I will do. I am going to first do the outside and then do the inside. Yes, let's do that. Okay, let's first grab some papers. Okay, I choose these two. And I choose the easy one for the front, because then I can do later on quite some embellishments on the front, and that is what I like. So I just want to keep the front as quiet as it can be, so that's why I choose the blue. I really like blue, so let's choose blue. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, this is going to be like this. So let's put some clear glue on the inside. And I definitely want to be sure that my corners, my edges, are going to be steady. So that's why I just use some extra clear glue. Okay, so this will do it. Let's wiggle just a little. Okay. This is not going anywhere anymore. Okay, next step, the back. And the back, I think that can be a little more busy, so I really found that this paper is matching the front, and it's still flowery, and it's still the blue one. So that's why I choose this one. But it's, gosh, it's so hard to choose, guys. Really it is. Do you like pink? Then use your pink. Do you like green? Then use your green, and so on and on. Just use what you like. It's your project, so you really can decide what you want, of course. Make it your own. Okay, now I use my bookbinder's linen, and just to make sure that my spine will be as fine as I make it now, and as fine if I am going to use it. So that's why I protect my spine for tearing the corners. I always use that. You also can use leather, you can use cotton, you can use pretty much everything. You even can use, well, washi tape. Well, fabric washi tape is a better option, I think. Fabric washi tape is really also nice to use. Then your spine is also not tearing. So just find what you have in your stash and see what you think will be useful. I want to make a mark, so I have my spine steady. So I will make 2 little marks that will guide me. And this I really don't want to go anywhere, so just on the edges I use my art glitter glue. That is really my buddy if I really want to stay where it's supposed to be. Just a little on the inside. Yep, this should do it. Okay, now this is really, oh, I have a little hair on it, and that's what we don't want. Hey, yep, here we go. Okay, so just line this up at the bottom between my 2 marks, and then lay it just a little, and then go up between the marks, and then when you are satisfied you can rub it in, and then grab your bone folder and be gentle, because we are using wet glue, and now the glue is going anywhere. How we want that. We want the tape and the glue work for you, so this will stay forever. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I really like how it turns out. Cool. It's already a nice piece. So normally I will use something to cover this up. Do I like this now already, or I can do that later on. Yeah, let's see first my things to go in, that they are really going just here. So yeah, I really have to decide if I am going to cover this up with something. Do I like to use a ribbon, or let me just think this a minute too. Yay! I was searching for things to use for this to cover up. It don't have to, but it's nicer. And I was cutting out a little piece of this one, so this is a possibility. And I choose pink because there is pink on this page, and it could be. It's not. You even can pull this out or this way. It's an option, but I still have these left, and from my other project I recently made. And how gorgeous is this? I really like this, so why not use it? Yay! Why not use it? Let's see, how can I make a mark? Of course, with another pencil. So line this up and then just go a little over, and that will do it. And I really want to stay this put, so I am going to put some extra tape on the middle. And then just peel this off, and this is really such an easy sticker to use. Okay, now it's just a matter of putting it down on the right spot. There you go. How fancy is this? Isn't this amazing? Wow, really like it. And I found these stickers, these strip stickers. I found these years ago in a very cheap store here in Holland, and I know you want these also, but I can't give you any website of it. I am so sorry, but I just can't. But I know you all have so many stuff in your stash, so please find. You also can find ribbon, or just use the paper. Choose your punch, a edge punch like a Martha Stewart one, or whatever you have in your stash. So please search what you have and you will find it for your own project. I know you do. Sometimes it's just really hard for me to give you all the information you actually want, but I just don't have it. Oh, I thought it's a bit too long, but it's okay. It is okay. Now we're going to attach it. Perfect. How fancy is this? Oh my gosh, I really like it. Amazing. I just love these stripes. Okay, now we can go in with this one. So I make my hole again. And now I think I am going to so I am going to use this again for an extra hole. That's better. There we go. Upsie-kiddy. Then I go in with my prim. should do it. Okay, let's put it in. And the other one, if I can put them back together. But you see, this is really no big deal. I'm glad I did this afterward. Okay, where is it? Here it is. Then I am going to put it over, and then I think I just need a screwdriver to make this work. I have a small one, but let's see if this works. Let's see how this goes. I think I will lift this up with my finger to go tighter. Okay, that went very well. And then the next one. Oops. Oops. Yep. Stay there, please. And then just screw it in. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is really easy. I'm going to find the website where I got these one. There it is. Oh my gosh. Ta-da! How easy was that? This is cool. This is really awesome. Yay! So the meaning is that I'm going to make my pages and put them all in. This is my template which we made together, and yeah, how cool. And we still have enough place to make our tabs on. So yeah, pretty cool, isn't it? Awesome! Okay, I'm just happy. Stay tuned for the rest. Okay, let's brainstorm with me. Before I go further, I want to choose a closure, and I really like a elastic closure. So I am going to make a how you call this? A knob. But actually this is more like a knob for a drawer. How you call it? It's like this. I used it before, and they are really nice to put something like this as a knob and then put your elastic around it. So that is perfect and not too thick, and really it does it. And you can find these, I think, in any store where you have furniture accessories. But you can use anything. You can use a knob, or you can use a button. You can use anything. So, but I am going to use this one. So I am going to first glue this down before I put my boards in. So I already put my hot glue on. So, and I already put my mark where I want this, and of course in the middle and not too wide from the edge. I think I am getting straight. Now it's time to put some boards in for extra security. Just using my simple pulling for that. I believe they use these at children's school for punching holes in the drawers of the drawing paintings. So this one is really handy for me to use. So putting them out. really steady, and then this is finished. Easy to go. And now for the back, I choose this piece of elastic because it really matches with this strip, and it's a golden one, and I just found it in my local sewing store where they have lots and lots of sewing fabric and sewing materials and knit materials. So yeah, I just found it and I had to get it. It's really awesome. So I hope I made it long enough. I really hope I did. I hope. I don't want to make this too short, but anyway, let's make a hole in it. And yes, I want to use the large one. So let's say, well, I know where the middle is, but don't want to get too close, but also don't too far. So here I think it's perfect. So now what I do is I put one in, and of course the other one too. I really hope I did not cut it too short. So get in, get in. Perhaps it needs a little hand, but it has to go in. Yep, here it goes. Here it goes. Okay, now let's see how I can manage this. How we can use this nice and easily. I could make just a knob as it is, but let's see how I can work this. I really think this is really too short. Girl, you make this really too short. Why did you? Why? Could make this such like this. That is not very clever of me. I think I will sew them together. That is a possibility. Let's just... Okay, sorry. Back in a minute. Let's see. I make up my mind and I don't use my gold one, just because this is really getting too fat, and that is not what I want. So I am going to use this just to be my stopper. So how we are going to attach this? Well, we're just going to pull this through my hole. Let's see how I can manage this. This is always a little tricky, but here it is. And then it's just a matter of putting something. You don't have to use this because this we are going to put it away, but you can use also a how do you call that? A paper clip. That's what I want to say. Let's see. Let's manage this a little further. I think this will... Oh my god, this is not going to work with me how I was planning this. So I am cutting this out, and I really hope that I am not doing something crazy. Let's cut this also. Gosh, when I did this with my album, Debutante, this was way easier using seam binding, but seam binding is way thinner than this big fat elastic. So let's see if this is going to be... Then I also have a lump. Gosh! Help me, help me, help me. This is not going to work. Let's see. Perhaps a little. Perhaps this is better. Well, you see how easy this is? God, this is way easier. And I really want that this is going all the way in. And it is. And now I just going to glue this steady. Here we go. So this is not going anywhere. Good Lord. How easy was that? Just use a paper clip, girl. Yay. Yeah, this is not going anywhere, and this is at least as flat as I want it. Yay. Yeah, perfect. Okay, just use a paper clip, guys. Yeah. Up to the next part.